Nick Farrelly is a professional chef. He owns a cookery school in Newcastle and believes that most people in the UK nowadays lack the skills to cook. So his school teaches not only adults but also children. It can reduce the number of people take away fast food.
Basically, in the fast food industry, there's a lot of chemicals added, especially with certain brands. And if you can cook from scratch, then you can control what goes into it. You can control the amount of oil, usually the amount of salt and sugar that goes in as well. You can make healthier choices. And I think that people need to understand that there are lots of things that are hidden in foods. So cooking from scratch is a better choice. The curry kits that I make are all naturally vegan. So you can then control that by what your protein choice is. So if you want tofu, you want paneer, you want chicken or lamb or beef, you can add those to that dish, so I can tick those dietary requirements off. Like I say, most are gluten-free. There are only certain ones that aren't, and they tend to be things like dal, which has a special ingredient in it, contains flour. To be honest, there's people that have been trying to make curries for 40 years and never quite managed to achieve it. So the tips and tricks that I teach people in these workshops fill the gaps in the knowledge that people have, and they love it. The feedback's always been great. Obviously, in Indian food, yes. A lot of my customers now don't go to a takeaway. The costs from a takeaway now, I think that's the main factor that makes people decide whether they can or can't afford to go. You know, it's gone from being an affordable thing to being almost unachievable. So a lot of people now pick up these curry kits, which are a lot cheaper. I teach them the skills once, and they can then go away and utilise those skills to make what they could get in a takeaway, but a lot cheaper.